Hello guys, at your service. This is a news video and some of you have written in the comments under my videos asked me to design certain buildings for various factions from our beloved World of Warcraft. I have already made some of them, like the dwarves bunkers and tavern, but now I want to talk about something bad, specifically why some factions want to be included. And I want to say right away that it's not because I'm lazy, but because technically it's possible to implement them compactly in Minecraft. I don't like huge builds because they look massive, and when you have a ceiling 15 blocks height, it doesn't look great unless it's something like the mines of Moria from the Lord of the Rings. So besides the dwarf bunker and tavern, you have also asked me to make buildings for the following factions: Night Elves, Naga buildings and Blood Elves. Let's start with the Night Elves. Guys, take a close look at the screenshot on your screen. Do you see it? Out of 12 buildings, 8 of them are trees. First of all, I'll admit that I'm terrible at building trees. Second, I have no idea how I'm supposed to look in a game, especially when it comes to make them functional. Being able to go inside each building, sit there, lock it up and spend time cozily. How do you even make that work with trees? And they need to look like the end from the game, which feels impossible to me. Okay, you might say, but you couldn't still build the other 4 buildings, right? The well will just look like a well. Why would I need to record a wall guide and make a blueprint for that? Take a closer look at the altar. It's a particularly solid stone, and how do you make that tiny statue on top? Sure, the Hunter's Lodge could be built. The blueprint would be pretty simple, but it's pointless because it's basically just a regular house with a purple roof. And the Thunder Totem is the same kind of totem the Orc have, and equivalent build already exists. So in the end I can build most of the Night Elves buildings, and the rest don't make things of their own. Sorry guys, but there won't be a Night Elf faction. Let's talk about the Naga. Their buildings look simple enough that anyone could build them using prismarine and other blocks in Minecraft. In fact, they are also simply that, as you can see on the screenshot. It's literally just a square with water in the middle and the raises equation. Why bother making them? You can't live in the buildings. They did just be decorations with columns made of acid colored blocks. Look at the well, for example, it's just a circle with a column in the middle. Why would I build and design that when literally any of you could easily recreate in Minecraft? I guess the other factions are more complex to build, which is why I have done them, but with the Naga it just doesn't feel worth my time. So there won't be a Naga faction either, sorry to those who wanted it. But again, you can handle it yourselves. I believe in you, the buildings are in the tricky. Now, Blood Elves. Here's some good news. First, I will be building this faction, so you can expect it after the Orcs. Second, I even have a visual example. While there isn't a separate Blood Elf faction in Warcraft 3, people making mods have created an entire building spec for the game, and I found one that matches the building from the World of Warcraft itself. So stay tuned, guys. These builds will be up on the forum. By the way, while I've got you here, I also want to mention a few things. Check out the forum on planetminecraft.com. I post skins and builds there even before the videos go up on the channel. It's for YouTube's algorithm. Also, I have got a problem. Some of you suggest in the comments that I make a 3D view somehow, but I'm not entirely sure which programs I could use for that or where to find a guide. If you know how to do it, please let me know in the comments. I'd definitely love to make a 3D view for the new builds. Lastly, if you like what I'm building, you can support me financially via the link in the channel description. I bow deeply to you for that. It will motivate me to keep designing buildings. And I more think. Guys, you don't have to limit your requests to Warcraft's related builds. Feel free to suggest buildings from other medieval fantasy games too. I will definitely check out your ideas in the comments. And my final word for the Alliance.